The internet is losing it. Twitter's flatlining. And Stefon Diggs is one dramatic eyebrow raise away from hurling his phone into the nearest ocean, because Cardi B just did the absolute unthinkable. She unlocked the vault, stuffed with alleged receipts capable of nuking a man's entire public persona before breakfast. And here's the kicker, she didn't just tease his secret life, the whispers, the DL rumors, the yacht trips with models nobody in his PR camp would approve of. She allegedly confirmed the one thing Stefon has been dodging for years. His hidden trans girlfriend. Yes, you heard that right. Hidden trans girlfriend. Now Stefon Diggs is spiraling, tossing shade online, calling people weird, unfollowing, refollowing, deleting, undeleting, acting like a man who just realized Cardi B might be penning a tell-all that could spiritually, financially, socially, and romantically ruin him. Because once Cardi talks, no NDA is bulletproof, no PR team is fast enough, and no baby mama loyal enough to stop the internet from detonating. So grab your popcorn, hide your wigs, and pray for Stefon's blood pressure, because this saga turns lethal the second the smoke clears from the digital explosion. Fans finally noticed something was extremely off in Stefon's moves. And those whispers about his private life? They're no longer whispers, they're sirens. The truth? Nobody expected Cardi to reach the point of peeling back layers on a man she once publicly shielded. Nobody thought she'd hold the smoking gun. But here we are, and the internet clings to every frame, screenshot, and deleted tweet, trying to decode the chaos between one of the NFL's polished public faces and a rap queen who never needed a mic to ruin reputations. And the wild part? This drama didn't begin with yacht photos, baby mama chaos, or shady posts. The story was rotting from the inside long before anyone outside their circle smelled the decay. When Stefon first slid into Cardi's world, people called it an odd pairing, a football player infamous for unpredictability with women, and a rapper infamous for burning men who cross her. But behind the scenes, they clicked faster than anyone expected, at least, that's what Cardi thought. Meanwhile, Stefon was juggling situationships like an Olympic gymnast in emotional chaos. And Cardi didn't catch it at first, because she never does, loyalty first, logic second. But once the pattern set in, Cardi B flips the switch. And Stefon Diggs clearly skipped history class because the moment he pulled the same stunts Offset once did, he accidentally triggered the exact side of Cardi he should have avoided at all costs. Think this is just another breakup or shady Instagram flex? Think again. The heart of the drama wasn't the split, the Super Bowl embarrassment, or the cryptic captions. It was that Cardi allegedly possessed receipts Stefon hoped would never see sunlight. Receipts tied to his image, his masculinity, his brand deals, his sponsorships, his carefully crafted identity as the league's smooth straight ladies man receiver. And according to Cardi, he used her to bolster that image. That's where the real betrayal hit, not cheating, not disrespect, not Super Bowl theatrics, but feeling like a prop. Once cracks appeared, Cardi allegedly started connecting dots she ignored in real time, replaying conversations she'd laughed off, and suddenly the pieces formed a pattern. Less coincidence, more double life, hidden behind endorsements and touchdowns. And it got worse. The people around Stefon weren't even subtle about knowing things. Cardi wasn't fooled. They treated her like a temporary visitor, convenient, replaceable, and that only made her dig deeper, asking why a man surrounded by women got defensive about male rumors more than cheating rumors. And now? Nuclear level. If Stefon hadn't responded to Cardi's initial silence with petty chaos, you could see she wanted to keep it classy. She told fans to chill, didn't subtweet, didn't throw shade. She tried to let the breakup fade quietly. But Stefon couldn't resist. Rolling Stone captions, smirking photos, playlist jabs, timing audacity, all landing right after Cardi defended him publicly. That was the final straw. Embarrassing her while she still protected him? That's a sin in Cardi's rulebook. Loyalty isn't optional for her. Violate it, and she burns. The moment she saw that post, it wasn't heartbreak, it was clarity. The kind of clarity that jolts a woman awake. The kind that whispers, "Oh, you want war? Cool." And when Cardi goes to war, she doesn't throw shade, she launches nukes. Enter the yacht photos. Stefon thought they made him look single, fun, desirable, center stage. Cardi? Not impressed. Not jealous, not mad at the location, not bothered by timing. What triggered her were the details, the pattern, the similarities, the structure. That's when she allegedly dropped the bomb. The women weren't just women, they were trans women. The same type he had been photographed with repeatedly. The same type he always denied knowing. The same type he feared the public would discover. Silence fell. Comments slowed. Even his biggest defenders paused. Cardi didn't just throw shade, she crafted a story, one Stefon desperately didn't want trending. Not because dating trans people is wrong, but because he allegedly built his entire persona on being the opposite of these whispers. And in the NFL, where anything less than hypermasculine gets side-eyed, Stefon Diggs' fear wasn't personal. It was about image, endorsements, contracts, and reputation. And Cardi B knew it. She knew exactly where to strike to maximize damage without lifting a finger. But the chaos didn't stop there. The internet being the internet went digging. Old tweets, interviews, paparazzi snaps, past allegations resurfaced, and suddenly two names popped up, BBY Banks and Chris Griffith. Two men, separate accusations, years apart, pointing the same way. Cardi didn't even have to name them. The internet did the work for her, and Stefon's silence only fueled the fire. No clarifications, no statements, no lawsuits, just cryptic posts and vibes. Then things darkened. BBY's alleged messages to Chris weren't about drama. They were about survival, fear, being silenced, being attacked. And suddenly, the elevator footage of Chris being jumped made sense. People connected it to Stefon's alleged involvement, even if proof was thin. Once a rumor gets oxygen, it breathes on its own. Back to Cardi. People assume she didn't know any of this before dating Stefon, but she did, she just didn't care. She's always dated controversial men. That's nothing new. What upset her wasn't the past, it was feeling used in the present. Allegedly, Stefon convinced her he was bisexual, not gay, and she believed him. But when she reviewed the timeline, nothing added up. The excuses, the stories, the inconsistencies, the late nights, the homies lingering too close. Suddenly, she saw the truth she didn't want to see. That's why when Stefon humiliated her publicly, it unleashed the side of Cardi that doesn't care about consequences. The side that burned through Offset, shattered Nicki Minaj's PR era, and broke the internet more than once. And when she strikes, the world feels it. That's why whispers about her tell-all book shook the timeline. If Cardi ever wrote about her relationships, it wouldn't be a chapter, it'd be a detonation. The idea that Stefon could be a featured storyline alone sent him spiraling. The book wouldn't just expose him, it could permanently alter how the world sees him. Cardi knows her power, knows the internet listens to her first, reporters second. She knows influence is currency, and once fans lock onto a narrative, they don't let go. Now Stefon is scrambling, posting, deleting, texting, calling, trying to save face, rewrite the story, convince people the rumors aren't what they seem. Too late. Momentum is unstoppable, snowballing downhill fast. And here's the wild part. This is just the beginning. Accusations bubbling beneath the surface aren't only personal, they're public. Other men, other women, potential cover-ups, NDAs, alleged hush payments, alleged threats, alleged manipulation. All threads lead back to one thing: a man trying to balance two lives until one snapped the other in half. And the scissors? Cardi. The moment she dropped the subtle but not so subtle bomb about the yacht women allegedly being trans, the internet didn't react, it combusted. Hashtags exploded overnight. Reddit detectives clocked in like they were on payroll. Stefon's image suddenly looked duct-taped and fragile. Where did part 1 leave off? Right as every thread tightened, Stefon's panic leaking through the seams. So let's pick up there. Tension high, tea boiling, Stefon desperately trying to keep the walls from caving in because the second Cardi hinted at a tell-all book, he didn't sleep, and his digital footprint began malfunctioning. One minute he's liking tweets about privacy. The next minute, Stefon Diggs was reposting gym clips like everything was fine. Then suddenly, unfollowing, refollowing, blocking, unblocking. Calm? Not even close. That's the behavior of a man who just realized the one holding his secrets also has zero fear of hitting publish. And here's the kicker. Cardi B's fans didn't even need her to spill more. They were already ahead, digging flight logs, matching nail colors in old pics, comparing hotel curtains and selfies, even cross-referencing shadows from yacht photos. Every dot was being connected because Cardi's silence spoke louder than any press conference. And when her silence talks, someone's life turns into a bonfire. But Stefon wasn't just sweating gossip, he was panicking over the pattern. Everything Cardi hinted at matched the two names he never wanted trending, BBY Banks and Chris Griffith. Once they resurfaced, his timeline became a minefield. Threads like Stefon Diggs' timeline of alleged DL behavior exploded. Why no lawsuits? Cardi saw it all. Even sports analysts pretended professionalism while loving every messy second. Meanwhile, Stefon's camp scrambled, too slowly, burying drama under content. Suddenly he's posting family pics, God got me quotes, Bible study vibes, even though nobody asked. PR Rule 1. When scandal simmers, act too blessed to be stressed. But Stefon? He was panicking like a man remembering every screenshot he forgot to delete. Gasoline hit the fire when Cardi's fans noticed a trend. A Miami hotel, same penthouse booked multiple times, not with the same people. And Cardi hinted she had timelines. The one word no man ever wants to hear from a woman he lied to. Because when a woman says timelines, she's not bluffing. PowerPoints are ready. And then the anonymous sources emerged. Friends claiming Stefon had a whole secret life. Sightings at private LA party celebrities swear don't exist. Women he praised publicly allegedly not being what they seemed. All seemingly confirming Cardi's insinuations. True or false, momentum doesn't care. Momentum ruins reputations faster than facts. Then BBY Banks resurfaced online, posting cryptic messages, the ones that hit hardest. One read, "Funny how some act holy when their truth is held together by fear." Fingers immediately pointed at Stefon. Timing perfect, shade precise, coincidence non-existent. Behind the scenes, his team allegedly begged blogs to stay silent. And fans knew instantly, nothing spreads faster than a story you try to hide. Internet law, hide it, it goes viral. It goes viral. You deny it. People believe it even harder. You stay quiet. The internet writes the story for you. And Stefon Diggs? He chose silence. Meanwhile, Cardi B was doing what she does best, pretending not to notice while noticing everything. She tweeted something like, "I hate when people pretend they real, but they lie for sport." Instantly, the timeline shook like a washing machine on its last spin. Cardi knows how to fire subtext like bullets, and Stefon knew every shot was aimed at him. But things got messy. Stefon has a long pattern of surrounding himself with ridiculously beautiful women who never speak publicly. No interviews, no statements, no long Instagram captions. Nothing. They appear, disappear, new ones arrive. Silence like that? Not coincidence. Coordination. That's why when Cardi hinted Stefon didn't just have one hidden trans girlfriend, but a full pattern of secret lovers, the timeline literally froze. The shock wasn't sexuality, it was the deception. If Cardi spoke the truth, Stefon's Playboy image? PR, a costume, a smokescreen. Then came the twist. Allegedly, he wasn't sweating Cardi exposing the trans girlfriend. He was terrified she'd expose the men, male celebs, stylists, producers, athletes, anyone whose name could destroy him. That's why behind the scenes, panic hit, not sadness. Real panic. Because if Cardi writes that book, names, dates, locations, screenshots, all in there. She doesn't claim receipts without having a folder thicker than Tron. College textbook level receipts. That's why Stefon's inner circle allegedly pressured him. Make peace. Not apologize. Not rekindle. Just make sure she doesn't hit print. But Cardi wasn't interested in peace, negotiation, or arguing. She let the internet do the work. And the internet? Crushing it. Fan pages had already broken down every alleged trans woman Stefon was linked to. People cross-referenced likes, follows, unfollows, comments. Even sports pages treated it as scandal level, not gossip. Then it got wilder. Messages leaked claiming Stefon was warned months ago that Cardi was catching on, asking questions, suspicious. And instead of coming clean, he doubled down. He lied harder. He hid deeper. And that, my friends, is what sparked the spiral Stefon Diggs is trapped in now. The gut punch of realizing he was played like a fiddle. Cardi B doesn't forgive fools. She exposes them. And Stefon? He handed her the receipts. Mountains of receipts. The kind that can tank a sponsorship, annihilate a brand, and completely flip the public's perception of a celebrity overnight. And the scariest part? This video. Cardi hasn't even started dropping the full tea. Not even close. Picking up exactly where this clip left off, the internet suddenly realized the real chaos hadn't begun. The terror wasn't in what she hinted, it was in what she didn't say. And that silence? That's what had Stefon pacing like a man waiting for a judge's verdict. Every second Cardi stayed quiet, another secret crept out from the shadows. And that's where this video starts, with the whole industry bracing for impact, and Stefon realizing he is one tweet, one screenshot, one chapter away from watching his career implode live. Because when Cardi B goes silent, the internet roars. Every micro-movement of her socials became evidence. Did she like a tweet? Unlike a tweet? Use a period where she normally wouldn't? Fans were decoding punctuation like it was the Da Vinci Code. Every blink, a new rumor. Every post, a viral thread. Every alleged family insider, a new bombshell. Then the real chaos hit. Someone close to Stefon leaked info that rocked the sports world. Allegedly, the NFL had warned him internally, his private life was a liability. Not his dating choices, but the reckless cover-ups. And the NFL? Hates messy headlines they can't control. Especially ones full of deception, leaked messages, and hidden relationships capable of blowing up his entire narrative. Whispers of internal investigations, quiet inquiries, and reputation crises began circulating. Nothing official, nothing on paper, but enough noise that Stefon's team allegedly held emergency meetings. Not about football, not endorsements, about Cardi. About her book. About her power. About her ability to obliterate everything he built with a single press release. Meanwhile, Cardi moved like a woman on a mission. A woman who carried someone's secrets too long. Done being embarrassed. Done being lied to. Done looking foolish. And people close to her said she wasn't just mad, she was hurt. And when Cardi B gets hurt, she becomes a storm. Here's the kicker. Cardi doesn't threaten for fun. She threatens when the receipts are printed, alphabetized, hole-punched, and neatly placed in a binder. So when she hinted at a tell-all, the entire world knew it wasn't a bluff. A Cardi B tell-all. That's not a book. That's a seismic event. That's a blueprint for career demolition. And suddenly, Stefon Diggs' behavior got weirder by the hour. He's posting cryptic captions about being misunderstood, twisted narratives, loyalty going unappreciated, you know, the classic panic signals of a man who knows the truth isn't on his side. You could practically see the fear leaking through his emojis and ellipses. Here's the kicker. Stefon never saw Cardi moving like this coming. He assumed she'd play the PR game, protect the relationship even post-breakup, shield him the same way she did Offset. But what he didn't get was simple. Cardi protects you only until you humiliate her. Public embarrassment? Gloves off, masks off, silence ends. And the humiliation? Realer than ever. Fans dug up the receipts, baby mamas at the Super Bowl with his family, Cardi left out. Imagine that. She throws him a $1.2 million party and doesn't even get a seat with his people. Not an oversight. A neon-lit message of disrespect. Once Cardi processed that, she snapped strategically, quietly, then publicly. But the real jaw-dropper? Alleged burner account messages leaked, showing Stefon privately texting two different trans women while publicly posting about real women and traditional relationships. Hypocrisy thick enough to slice with a butter knife. Fans dragged him from every angle imaginable. Then Chris Griffith resurfaced. People remembered the essay allegations, the TMZ elevator footage, Stefon's brother allegedly jumping Chris, and BBY Banks hinting he and Chris shared similar experiences. Suddenly, everything Cardi hinted at didn't seem far-fetched anymore. And then the bombshell. Someone allegedly leaked a draft chapter from Cardi's supposed book. Titled The Lies They Tell to Look Straight. Real or fake, didn't matter. The internet ate it alive. Quotes, memes, analysts, celebrities, chaos. Stefon went radio silent. Because the draft allegedly described a football player begging a rapper to protect his reputation, crying over DL rumors, pleading, if this gets out, I'm done. Names weren't listed, but the world already knew. And then, nuclear mode, Cardi went live. 20 seconds. That's all. People think I'm scared to talk, but I ain't protecting nobody no more. Live ended. No context, no follow-up, just a warning shot. Those 20 seconds? More damage than a 2-hour interview. Now sports commentators whispered about contract risks. Rumor blogs claimed brands were monitoring the fallout. Fans panicked over endorsement deals. And baby, it was escalating. Photos allegedly surfaced showing Stefon at a private party no PR team would approve of. Dim lights, champagne, familiar faces, multiple women triggering another wave of speculation. The comments? Savage. People said he wasn't hiding a double life. He was hiding an entire secret universe. And that's when Stefon Diggs finally snapped. He posted, "Stop believing lies, y'all." Weird. The shortest, weakest, most predictable line a scandalized celebrity drops right before the roof caves in. And the comments? Ruthless Cardi B got you sweating, huh? Blink twice if the book is real. Show us the yacht attendees then. Trans girlfriend, why you quiet? Where are the timelines at, Stefon? Every reply hit like a digital haymaker. Meanwhile, insiders claimed Cardi had even more career-ending material. Stuff she hasn't revealed, Stuff she might save for the book, stuff allegedly tied to names Stefon never wanted associated with him. Here's the terrifying part. If Cardi drops that book, even a teaser, even a snippet, Stefon's career, reputation, and meticulously curated image could unravel faster than he can smash delete. And every hour she stays silent, the internet screams louder. The real question isn't if more tea is coming. It's how catastrophic is the truth she hasn't spilled yet? Because if this is just the preview, the full story could be nuclear. And honestly, the only thing louder than Stefon's panic is the silence from all those pretending they knew nothing. Pretending they didn't see the messages, weren't in the rooms while receipts were being collected like infinity stones. But the truth always leaks. The truth always spreads. And Cardi's pen? Still moving. That tell-all is allegedly being edited, polished, sharpened like a weapon, ready to launch at the perfect moment. Stefon knows it. That's why he's spiraling. That's why NFL group chats are aflame. That's why every influencer with a ring light is making prediction videos like it's the Super Bowl of scandals. And now? This story is officially out of their hands and in yours. Do you believe Cardi B will really expose everything? Do you think Stefon is hiding even more than what's leaked? And most importantly, should his secret girlfriend step forward before the book drops and steals her whole narrative? Drop your thoughts below. Hit that like button if you survive the chaos, and subscribe if you're ready for the next explosion.